It is testimony time. So this one is very close to me. It's very personal because it's about Nestle, my little Pomeranian. So he's been the miracle dog since I first got him 14 years ago. And when we first received him, he was a fine little thing, frolicking around. And I was doing a triathlon in New Jersey, Cape May, and literally crossed the finish line. And he went into a seizure, foaming at the mouth. All of his limbs went straight. And we were hysterical. So my ex-husband, Mark, and I, we went to like an emergency vet. We're like flying around cars, passing on double lines, and we finally arrive at this place, and they're like, oh my gosh, he might die. And Mark remembered that he was eating a cigarette, so they did all these tests for nicotine and put him on some steroids and shipped us home. So on the drive back, we were worried because he was repeatedly going into these seizures. The medicine was not working. Once we arrived back in Maryland, it was about a week and a half of going back and forth to the vet and then a specialist, which was always fun. You walk in and these like dogs have a jacuzzi and they have special, pools, and I'm just like, dude, this is better treatment than I get as a human. Anyway, so the bills were racking up. And when I talk like upwards of $2,000, I was like, hold the phone. Like, this is out of control. This is a dog. So do we make the decision that we love this dog enough to keep going into debt? That doesn't make sense to me. My preface is always, if there is no money, the answer is no. We don't go into credit and do all this blah, blah, just because we want, need, or feel like we're compelled to do something in haste. Because, basically, if there is pressure put on you that you have to make this decision, I'm going to walk, because I don't believe that's daddy's timing. He's always going to usher in peace. So needless to say, I was hyper, and I did not have any peace. So I took Nestle to the youth group, walked him right in. There's about 250 kids. Some of these people might remember this event. I took him on the altar and I said, lay hands on him. You pray for his healing. He's either taken to heaven or he's healed. But these bills and the cray-cray going on in my brain, back and forth to this doctor, has got to end. I'm not going to deal with it anymore. Laid hands on him, boom, healed. Hence, Nestle's been the miracle dog. Now, when I tell you that he has eaten bags of M&Ms and chocolate and survived, he's also gotten into a stage where he ate his poop for a little while. That's just a protein thing. Once you get the protein reduced, they stop doing that. And when he has done all kinds of things like jump into lakes and look like he's completely immersed and I have to, go after him, these kind of catastrophic events that he is always kind of, suspended and jumped over and he's gonna just overcome all of them. This one was weighing me down. So about Christmas time, he started having this hacking issue. So a lot of my friends that have been praying for me in Maryland, some of my friends that have been with me and my dog when we travel, he's my companion now. It's only me, Nestle, and Jesus. So the three amigos, we go everywhere. I don't need him hacking, especially when I'm in a hotel room and the neighbors next door can hear him and I'm trying to smuggle him into like a resort or something. I'm just saying, occasionally we do those things. It's all anointed, of course. Anyway, Nestle's hacking has gotten really bad. And about 2 days ago, I timed it because it was now, I was frustrated with I couldn't sleep in the middle of the night, but I don't want to put him in a different room because I want him to know that I love him. And it was about every 6 minutes he would hack anywhere from 15 to 22 seconds. And it was now starting to alarm me. I've put him on Benadryl, I've put him on all kinds of natural remedies, and to no avail. And I was ticked off because I'm like, are you meaning to tell me that I have to take this dog to a vet that has no kind of, what's the word? They don't have to regulate their prices. They can just pick a high number out of the air and tell me it's going to cost me $400 just to do a heartworm test. Like, I'm not doing it. I don't have the money, Lord. This is my rant to him. We're going back and forth. I'm arguing. And I'm like, you're just going to have to do something. And I was ticked off. Now, the anger thing for me is something I have to go through first because he and we can discuss it and I usually settle down. And then this overwhelming compulsion of Father's love came on me. And this was last night. I kid you not. I kid you not. And I was like, you know what? Nestle's my companion. It's all I got right now. And I love him. I want him to be healed. I want him to experience life with me. We got some stuff to do. We got some traveling to do. And I really wanted to sleep. I didn't want to get woke up by all the hacking, selfishly. And I said, okay, Lord, I'll call in the morning. I'm going to take him to the vet, and it's just time. You know what? It's worth it. And I prayed over him, and I'm like, of course I want him better. And you're going to provide for me, and I'm not going to worry about any prognosis. I'm just going to trust that it's been going on too long, and in my own power, I cannot change this situation. I surrender it to you. Now, let me tell you about the power of dreams, okay? Because I do dream interpretation, and my dream last night was so vivid that, we can be healed in our dreams. If there's a major attack against us, that can also happen in our dreams. But every time we wake up, it's always meant to flip it and to flip it good. So whether good, bad, or indifferent, a dream is always meant to set you up for what God is trying to tell you, whether it's a warning, a healing, a prophetic message, a soul dream. And last night I dreamt that someone was driving, God, and I was in the passenger seat, and we went back and forth between two kind of mom and pop cities, and everything was covered with hydrangeas, and that's my favorite flower, and they were purple, and that means royalty. And between this man and his wife on these two residences that we would drive back and forth to was a big, huge bathtub. And in the bathtub, I had known that Nestle took a bath. And I was cleaning the bathtub, and it had a lot of muddy, oily residue all around it, and it would just wipe up like really easy. And I looked over at the woman, and I'm like, I didn't know that Nestle was this dirty. And she's like, well, yeah, we drained the tub water into the river between the two houses, and it's all muddy out there. And I'm like, but look, it's so clean. It's coming clean in here. And I'm just wiping it, and it's like clean. And she's like, yeah, I'll get the rest of it. I'm going to keep cleaning this. I get back in the car. I'm driving to the next town with Papa in the driver's seat, just surrounded by these flowers. And I'm like, wow, overcome with this peace. I wake up this morning. What do you think happened? I don't hear any hacking. I feed Nestle. The hacking is gone. And I knew immediately that a tub, bathrooms mean cleansing, that water was all muddy and it was drained out into a bigger area that could handle it, and that everything contained in this tub was washed clean, white as snow. And I'm here to tell you, I am so ecstatic, because that dream was the confirming word that I had to have first love in my heart. I had to get rid of all the fear, the anxiety, and the anxiousness of what I could not afford if I took him to the vet. And Nestle is healed. There has been no hacking all morning. This has not been a hack-free morning for months. We are in the month of September, and this has been going on since before the new year. And I just want to say, if there is something that you need, keep asking, and believe for your miracle, because through the dreams or through your daily life, natural, supernatural, whatever it is you need, I can promise you that if you gain the acceptance of Daddy, I know your love has the remedy for this. It will happen. And I declare that for all of us, because we still got some months left in 2017, and this is the year of overcoming the enemy. So rejoice, rejoice. Hey, Ness, can you come here? Come here. Let's see. Come on. He's laying down. He's comfy.